or which side? Who do I belong? So Yamadini. We are talking about Nigeria election. The one, that well, we have publicly told you here that we are not interested in participating in because of how crooked and how rigged it is, because we know what the end result will be. Then we choose to stay out of it. That's one. The second part is that how could you come on to Bayegu and then expect me to actually be in which part? One of these parts, Abby. That's the problem. Everyone doesn't have to be in a part. To some of us, Nigeria, what do you call it? Nigeria existence, which happened to be a fraud. Nigeria stays cheap, which is also sinking, require none of our own interest other than to watch it dissipate. You can try. Stop thinking that everyone cares in your hypocrisy of trying to save Nigeria. We are trying to save Nigeria. You have to take a side. No, we don't take a side here other than the side of watching you destroy yourselves. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, sorry, sir. Sorry, ma. No. So don't ask me which side. The only side I stand is the right side, which is the side that says a forced entity, people forced together with no option, would never live in peace without the same option. So if some of you now feels like there are other ways around it, guess what? You seems to be in the majority. You want election? Go for it. Why don't you want election, Mayegun? Why don't you want to be part of it? That's why I'm doing my program, explaining the reason why people like myself, ever in my life, never in my life again, will invest any tiny bit of my time propagating, advocating for any election in Nigeria just because you want to save Nigeria. Of course, I am going to advocate for election one day. You know what the election I'm going to advocate for? It's called referendum. For now, criminals ruling Nigeria who made it a jungle, right? They've made that look like a crime. And some of you miseducated one Nigerianist as well. You kind of see that as a crime too. Hey, you cannot have a referendum until we defeat a government that is... Go ahead and defeat them. Did I follow you put them there, ni? Shall I join you put them there, ni? Go on and now you put them there. Yeah, go ahead and defeat them. When everything comes back to normal, people like us probably would then participate in the real politics, which is the conversation around our cohabitation, our coexistence. We will discuss that under a better, peaceful, democratic setting. But for now, you guys have it all. Go and deal with it. You don't need people like us who don't believe in any of that anymore. And you shouldn't feel so don't feel worked up about that. Do you not know that boycotting an election is also an election? Do you not know? I won't blame you. It is a totally effed up country. Destroyed. And the people, even the people within the country, destroyed by the same people that you call your leaders. So, not participating in an election is also part of electoral process. Do you know that? If not because some of you have been so miseducated that they have now weaponized your illiteracy, that some of you will easily harm people that disagrees with you, that they don't want to be part of Nigeria. We don't want to be part of this election. Let's have, you see, if it is a real country, seriously, in your election, the issue of this insecurity, issue of the constitution, issue of forceful marriage, all of them will be in your ballot. They will be part of the reason that people will be voting. Okay, would you vote for this candidate because he's supporting the writing of Nigeria constitution? Would you support them? Would you support this candidate because they are supporting the breakup of Nigeria into a region? You know what I mean? That's what you should be having as an election, not charade. So don't come here and think when I talk about them, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm actually telling you why. I am not on any side. Rather, a referee watching all of you, shouting at yourselves, on who have the better solution to fix a shithole that these criminals have created. Validate whatever they have put up. Validate it through election and all of that. You have your choice. I can't stop you. I can't. I don't have such power. I can explain to you why people like myself will never invest a tiny sweat of mine in that charade. But I can use my time to explain to others, warn them, tell them why it is called effort in futility. So if I'm being honest, right, I'm not questioning your positions, okay? Just do what is you. And then I know the consequences of that is not going to be limited to you. But guess what? Over time, I have managed to help people understand the consequences of their choices and all of that. So make that from my own side, even though I don't get voters card, you know, I don't get voters card. So from my own side, I have officially boycotted it. From your own side, do what you think is right for you. Just make sure that you are able to live with the consequences. You don't need anybody to stand anywhere for you. Stand where? Choose side. Side of who? And who? To help you validate. Nah, come on. Spend your evening with me to let me tell you why it's a pure waste of time. But I won't discourage you. The karma, their karma, the obedient. I've told you. I won't discourage you. Go for it. But at the same time, do not pretend to be blind to the reality of the monsters that some of you are actually like preparing to fight and destroy with your razor-sharp voters card. Cut them into pieces. We're about to see that. So yeah. Now let's go back on where Wike gave his last warning to RU, PDP, and the rest of them. Here is one.
Of reps, which of course my own election, Victor Obuzo. Who do you vote for me? Who do you vote for me? And then the only boy, the only good boy, the only good you know his name? And I know his name. Yes, sir. You go vote for him. Yes, sir. You go vote for him. Yes, sir. What is his name? Good man. What is his name? Good man. What is his name? Good man. You go send them to assembly. Yes, sir.
He still would never tell them the presidential candidate in public. But work is already ongoing. And I bet the obedient themselves have been telling themselves to ignore Wike, let's move on. We don't need him. We don't need the G5. We don't need all. You see, which is right. You don't, because you see this man. Now the man we signed them be this. Yami, choose your poison very wisely. Asking for a referendum where criminals and then terrorists, career criminals, are enjoying the best of their lives in Nigeria could sound like a suicide request. But guess what? The empire itself is crumbling. Here you get. Since the empire itself is crumbling, and like we said, the empire and the people within, they would have to self-destruct for other nations to emerge. The conversation is being suppressed for a reason, just to keep this social rate going. But some of them are not really happy with Kolu self. Okay? Kolu is like a drug don. Here you get. I've told you, some of you may be telling me that, Mayegun, you are not here. We are the one here. We know what we are telling you. It's going nowhere. Tinubu Maluleni, you will see. They will beat... you know, they sound good to listen to. But if you are saying that because you are just you, the usual you, like you want him to lule, you want Kolu, this Kolu must lule, this APC say they must go, this and that. Is wish. And there is also wish. Kolu is like a drug don. Here you get. You may be speaking freely, loudly against him. Make your wife or your husband they benefit from him, and he's holding his allegiance to him. That's how drug lords work. And in this case, it's called compromise in some instance, right? When they give you a hook you on something, then they have that as a compromise, and you hold them. Don't underrate Kolu. Don't. Some of you said that if it's a free and fair election, they will do. Baba, when did you start dreaming of free and fair election? Why do you like to pretend? Why do you guys like to create a reality that you know doesn't exist until it happens? There is no reality called free and fair election anywhere in Nigeria. Not ever in your history. Not even in 2015. Show joke in it. So you they play any. So in a free and fair. So once you know that there is no free and fair to start with, you want it, but it doesn't exist. Then you begin to come to that reality and say, okay, yeah, now I get what you mean now, Mayegu. That is the territory of Kolu. Their election is war. They buy people they can buy. And they kill those they have to kill who pretend not to be buyable. So Kolu as a don, talking like he wants. I could do whatever I want. Who you be? Look at that one. Who's the way he talks. And he said the same thing about Bukwari. When he was in Abeokuta, and he said all those things about Bukwari, Naira, and all of that. By the way, Emefiole don't change. He don't change again. No. February 10 is when your old Naira notes, okay, will cease to be legal tender. You can't use them anymore. But if you still have any old Naira notes after the 10th of February, just take them to the bank. They will change them for you. So your money is not going to go to waste. So don't worry anymore. And according to the Lagos Abobakus, that is the body language of a Kolu. Because Kolu can fire anybody, can say whatever he wants. Yes, he can. But guess what? It is also his own undoing. Behind this scene, here is the voice of their own chairman saying they are tired. They are tired of him talking anyhow and then talking against the Buhari, talking against the structure, treating them like they are nothing. I know, yeah, Awusa, I believe saying I waiting talk with that.
Wuce shugabancin Najeriya, amma kuma ya lura kamar ana kokarin a hana masa cimma wannan.
Wani ne ya je sa shi abin da yin nan? Ai ba magana ya nema shugabanci wannan hakkin sai dan Najeriya shi nema. Ba gudun abin ki abin da yake nema. In Allah ya shi shugaban ba wanda ya hana shi. Amma dan yana neman shugaban kasa ba zai yi abin da babu kyau ba. A bar shi ci gaba da shi domin kawai yana neman shugaban kasa dan ana tsoron kada ce ko wannan zai baci tafiyan shi. Wannan in shi da ke so awon bai tsaya zai baci tafiyan shi ba yayi abin da yayi dinnan. Ruwan shi. Mu ne gatan shugaban kasa Buhari. Mu ne APC. A tutar mai ne shugabancin Najeriya Allah ya bashi. Duk wanda ya zo da shi mutunci ba mu yadda ba. Kowa ya shi. Mu kwashi kan wannan hali ba da za mu gani ba.
Sure, you get. We are APC. You cannot be talking like that. Try to caution him, but you think he can just talk to anybody anyhow the way he wants and all of that. Or if he loses the election, that's on him. It's not on Buhari. It's not on us. That's what their chairman is saying. Sure, you get. If he loses the election, that's not on them. That's going to be on him. Because he cannot be talking like that to everybody and condescending and all of that stuff. Anyway, so Kolu was in Akwa Ibom, Uyo, where that thief, Akpabiole, organized a big rally for Tinubu. Now, at that rally, at a stadium built by the current governor, Udom, who also gave them the permission to use the stadium, Udom said, Kolu came in and called him that boy that brought Atiku here. He was referring to the governor of Akwa Ibom State. The guy didn't ash. I was like, man, how could he call me a boy? Let me look for that clip. But while I'm looking for that clip, I'm going to show you where Oshiomole is doing or was doing a door-to-door campaign for Tinubu in Benin. Sorry, in his is it Uromi? Where is that his senatorial district again? Anyway, now so they can't do house to house campaign or house to house awareness. So enter place where they drink kogogoro. Because they may Oshibaba sit down. Baba, pe, 1, 2, 3. Or she they drink. And somehow some people said that it didn't take long. Within 2 minutes, he was drunk. I said, no, it's not drunk. He was tired. But take a look.
That is our senator. Oshomole, you are our leader. The time when you drink, I will take the hospital. Yes. But now, now when they do already now, so when you want to go again now, we are waiting for your coming. Yes. Even though Pikin, when my wife get pregnant now, I will go vote for. After 15 years, you know say who see you that time when you take to governor. As I will see you today, you say young. You will be young. Our senator. What's your picture? What's your picture?
No, he's not really drunk. He was just testing the Anakin's and then playing along. You see, these are the usual things that we would have been seeing if Peter Obi is not part of this whole thing. Have you noticed? These are the normal way of campaigning in Nigeria, okay? Politicians, they'll come, they will drink beer with you, they will help your wife plate or losing her plated hair, yeah? They can even help you fetch water, come into your house and sweep the house for you. Just to show you, they will attend your church services. They will eat bole, agbado, gari, cassava, ewa on the road. To show to you that they are like you. We are like you. We love you. We're gonna help you. But now they do town hall meeting, town hall here, down there. They come first call you to be giving speeches. You see this particular speech he gave in Uyo. It no go down well with Udomo. You know, Udom is part of Atiku's campaign. That was where Kalu called Atiku, the former Senate president, or my Wike, Mike Jabolowomi. But let's go to that Uyo, the man that bought the 5 G5 players, Wike, Autumn, Ekweazu, Uguayi, and Makinde, is giving his motivational clowning speech. Well, talking down on everybody. You get what I mean? So credit for this video goes to the channel's television. Let me beg them, then report my broadcast too.
Calabar. I have come I am here with their master. Broom is their master. We believe in hygiene. We will sweep them away clean. Senator Ngo, sweep, sweep, sweep. House of Assembly, sweep, sweep, sweep. House of Rep, sweep, sweep, sweep. House of Senate, sweep, sweep, sweep. Governor Ngo, sweep, sweep, sweep. Now, I see what you don't call. Yes, President Ngo,
Sweep, 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 sweep.
and make it your own.
Yes.
Your own prosperity. Your own good luck.
Has come.
Your own opportunity.
Has come.
The hunger is gone.
Yes, sir. Patakpata.
We will do mechanized farming.
Yes, sir.
We will export food from Akwa Ibom.
Deep sea port.
We will build your deep sea port. I have completed the Lekki deep sea port in Lagos. I have ordinary They have no mandate. What they have na ice cream. It melt quick. You get me? They are yeye people. Atiku, when we make him Senate president, Abba, you sell this, you sell that, assets, our commonwealth, our patrimony, everything that we have, we sell them, we become skeleton. Atiku no care. As vice president. I am the one who rescued him from Obasanjo, who wanted to roast him like a goat meat.
Okay. You are resting here.
The Niger Delta youths, you beg their time. He ran away to Dubai. When election come again, he came for stomach infrastructure. He came to us in Lagos. We rehabilitated him and gave him the ticket. What did he do with it? He used it to collect money, wasted our ticket, and went back to Dubai. This time around, we said we are tired. We are not going to give you our vote again. He faced Obasanjo, he failed. Buhari, he failed. He failed with Jonathan. He failed all classes. You know what they call F level? Where you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF, double F. That is his name. You better watch out before he starts selling the little palm trees that you have left. You get me? You get me? What we do is develop our country. We have enough gas reservoir on the ground. We will become gas competitive throughout the world. You will not suffer again. Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom. You will not suffer again. Amen. That boy will bring Atiku here. Where they call himself governor. Tell him enough is enough. Tell him enough is enough. He live in my backyard in Lagos. If not be because we be one, I will drive him home. The biggest palace that they build, I will just put lizard and pigeon and scorpion there. If not because you beg me.
Is Kolu, and he wears the badge as the creator, the person that created Lagos, for 6 days, and he rested on the 7th day. Everyone is his tenant in Lagos. He is the only former governor that claims to own a state and a people, the people within. And he brags about that, so that when he becomes your president, he can tell you where you can walk. Yeah. Don't go there. You should be grateful to me that allow you to build a house there. If not, I will tell you to take your house. I'll send you away, and I'll put a crocodile and all of that. I built Lekki deep sea ports. No, he didn't. Do you see where education where education is really, really important, Lagos State, listen to this title. Lagos State is making almost 1 trillion naira in tax revenue. The state, Gongon, they are declaring over 600 billion naira a year. And the federal government is making over 400 billion naira in Lagos State alone on VAT alone, VAT, value-added tax. But the states that make so much money like that is also in debt of over 2 trillion naira. And nobody knows their budget. Nobody knows their account. Nobody knows how or what. But few information that have been leaking out shows that they have to keep their account so secret. Because if you begin to ask them, what exactly are they using the almost 1 trillion naira revenue they are generating from Lagos, including the federal allocation they are getting for Lagos? I don't think there are many former governors in Nigeria that claim to own a state like Kolu does all the time. They call him the landlord. I'm the landlord of Lagos. If not because you beg me. And he called Udom a boy. That boy. That one to come respond, say, me, I'm not a boy. What an insult.
I wanted to answer Siwaju. I mean, he won't carry the kind of insult that would have insulted him. I've given you international stadium. I've given all the respect. You are coming. He said that boy that brought Atiku here and called himself a governor. What an insult. In a whole state. And then our people were there clapping. Other governors were there.
Sorry, Udom. Tinubu na your grandpa. Share you get, eh? He shouldn't have called you a boy. Because you're not a boy. You shouldn't be a boy. But maybe you are a boy. I don't even know. Because that didn't go well with him. International stadium was given to Kolu to insult the person that gave him the keys to the stadium. Of course, that won't go down well. And I bet, I bet that's one of the reasons why, what do you call it? Some of these young people, immediately they collected their money and the service was done. But they took over the stadium. When Kolu was probably gone, on his way to Anambra, Oka, after Uyo. See what happened. So you get that was after that. So, but it doesn't really matter. Everyone is paid. Everyone got paid. Everybody got their own share. And the campaign train moved to another place. Guess where? Oka in Anambra, where Peter Obi was governor. And after that, he moved straight to Cross River, which is Calabar. Yeah, Calabar. It was in Calabar as well. You're going to listen to that as well, right? But let me take you to Anambra, where the first welcoming dance for Kolu in Anambra today was this masquerade. Oh, yeah.
The candidate for Anocha one state constituency. Anocha is highly mobilized. I've seen the local government chairman of our great party, who Honorable Francis Chimes here, where he has mobilized the multitude supporters of the party from Anocha local government to this place. We ensure that we deliver Anocha local government to this great party, and we will work for the betterment of our local government through joining this party, which we are sure that will win the presidency of Nigeria come February 25, 2027. As special regard, I know there are cameras that have been happening in this grand occasion. I want in a special way to also thank the members of the State Working Committee of the party.
No. But Kolu, come down from the car so you can see Kolu. You want to see Kolu in Isiagu today. Baba Ungbon President Kolu. You see, Lagos Abobaku. Like I told people, okay. I've said it many times. We have history. Sure, you know we have history. Okay, Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, humbled slaves, sophisticated morons. Even your uncles and aunties abroad, the Abroadians, Buhari idiots, the Mumu Madus, the Bele lecturers and the Mumu lecturers, them. You don't like me, and I don't like you too. But a lot of you will still have to come here every evening to come and listen to what is the latest that Mayego is sharing. However, I just want you to know that if Kolu that managed to buy his way to get the APC tickets, if he should rugged his way as well and muzzle everybody, and then he is now declared your president. Láàrin èmi àti yín, ìjà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni o. See, you this Mayegun, you will see how God will shame you. No. Now you no get shame. And you cannot make other people responsible for your shamelessness. No. You can choose those poisons. I am just giving you the caveat before then. It no go pin anything out of my body. You should know that by now. Bokwari has served you, Shege, for some time now. None of this is in any way so closer to me. So you can't punish me. Okay? Because you are voting for Kolu or you are bringing... It doesn't matter. I have to let you know, okay? Láàrin wa, ìjà máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀, renewed contract ni o. I hope you know. And the official name for Kolu then will be President Kolu. Baba Ongbon lọ́wọ́, Baba Ongbon lọ́rùn. Now, if you remember the Bokwari's title for some time now, Bokwari is the breathing, lifeless mannequin. The Daura retired Megad. Now, all these titles for Bokwari, somebody will inherit them, and it's going to be worse. You better get yourselves ready. So, Kolu come down off the car. People are waiting. Oh, yeah, give them. You see the swagger is working. You see. 4 years. Free content. And then, using your own shege to remind you that you could prevent every shege you will face. But if you choose not to, be my guest. Yeah, be my guest.
City boy, 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 city boy. I say what you city boy, city boy, city boy, city boy. I say what you city boy, city boy. I say what you city boy, I say what you city boy, I say what you city boy. Our brethren, let us welcome the people we've been waiting for since the morning. Here in this, ladies and gentlemen, is the other person that the man will.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because more especially, we thank the coordinator of PCC in Anambra State, Senator Mrs. Marjorie Chubakadiwo. Or the best Anambra.
Yeah.
Who is the coordinator of PCC in Anambra State?
Yeah.
She is here.
Are you ready now?
All the leaders.
Are you ready now?
Nigeria.
Are you ready now? Somebody say, I say what you. Jagaban. Senator Margaret. Senator Margaret. Are you ready now? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. DJ, let's go. Let's go. Let's go now. Wake up. We said to Nigeria. Nigeria, Nigeria, oh, Nigeria is now or never. I say we no go tire, rah no go tire, oh, to repair our own nation. Nigeria now, oh no, listen, I say we don't test.
That image is very poor. I didn't research that. I didn't know it was that poor. That's Kolu. Sure, you get coming out to address his supporters in Oka, Anambra. Hang on, what's that? All right, so it doesn't matter. Then he was given a microphone to say something, and he told them in Anambra, listen to me. When Atiku come to you and he's saying walai talai, just respond to him and say, na lie you lie, na lie na lie, na lie na lie. I didn't have much from Anambra. Sure, you get, other than they pulled the crowd. They paid them, I believe, enough that everybody showed up. But you see that what's it be your name? Morgan Brown, I be what's it be your name? See, people, especially on this platform, people have gone beyond some morons like you throwing in that usual tribal card. Yorubas are supporting Tinubu because he's a Yoruba man. Yorubas are tribal this or that. And you actually typed that. You typed that and post that in this public forum. You must be feeling so good that you have said something so responsible. No, you haven't. You are as dumb as those fingers you use in typing that nonsense. Gone are those days where it's easier to drop those tribal cards on platforms like this. Then you get some people that will echo that. You are an Igbo Manabi, and only Yorubas are supporting Tinubu. Makes sense, yeah? Any other person supporting, especially if there is any Igbo supporting Tinubu, they are supporting him because of the money. But the Yorubas that are supporting Tinubu, they are supporting him because he's a Yoruba man. And then you could put that through and say, well, all the Yorubas are like that. Do you see how stupid that sound? How dumb that sound? Because on this platform, right, we all know Tinubu is there in Anambra, okay? And whether you kind of want to admit or not, he's got his admirers there. And you need to admit, it's not even like whether you want it or not. There are Igbos who are doing everything possible. Okay? Not for Tinubu to win Igbo land. There will be election in Igbo land, by the way. So maybe you should know that, okay? There will be an election. All right? And Tinubu will have Igbos working for him in Igbo land. They are there already. Just same way. Some Yorubas rejected Tinubu outrightly. One of the greatest supporters of Peter Obi are Yorubas. Have you found out? Have you? Maybe not, because of your bigoted mind. I decided to answer you simply because people like you are still living in that old past, which is the life of bigotry, which Nigeria represents. And we all seems to have that. But guess what? Over here, we have now we have outgrown that. So don't come here and drop a blanket statement about Yoruba this, Yoruba that. Show madini. Meanwhile, those ones who actually does that from the other spectrum, oh, those ones are not for us. But Yorubas can't tell you that Yorubas who don't give a damn about Tinubu are so many and more than those Lagos Abobaku. So don't come here and drop a blanket statement if you are not mad, okay? Except if you are mad. And I can't help that. It's a public forum. Mad people, lunatics, and normal people in this day and time seems to have access to a smartphone, internet. That's all you need. And you could be here. But at least guide yourself. You know what I mean? So if you have anything, if you want to say anything about Tinubu, don't ever use a blanket statement with Yorubas, because there are Yorubas who have publicly rejected him. What will you call them? Before anybody endorsed or even supported Obi, who is an Igbo man as well, a Yoruba socio-political group, they went all out for him. So don't drop a blanket statement because of Tinubu. And then step back and say, oh, if you see anybody supporting APC in the East, they are just people who are doing it for money. But those who are doing it in the West, they are not doing it for money. They are doing it for tribe. So after leaving, and I mean, after then, he was like telling them in Anambra, if Atiku says, Walaita lie, just tell him, say, na lie. I'll show you. Listen, this is it.
All this state to an industrial revolution state. They don't understand that. Na lie. When you hear Atiku use the word Muslim and say Walai Talai. You know what is in his heart? Na lie. Anytime you hear Atiku say Walai Talai, just reply him say na lie you
I told you, that's why he told them in Anambra. He told them a lot of things, right? I didn't grab that in the one long stretch clip, but I'll pass. So they collected the money, they organized there and all of that. But guess what? Guess what? That's not a campaign. It is just a sort of a charade show. Something to make it look like a but Tinubu campaign now. He's not saying anything. He's just there, blabbing, jibing, saying nonsense and threatening people. Because he's like somebody just waiting to be crowned. And then, yeah, just put the crown on my head. Emilio Con, you know that stuff. And it's giving everybody the deal they want. What do you want? Okay, yeah, you can have it. Same thing with Atiku. What do you want? If you support, if I get us, what would you need? Well, I want that. Yeah, you have it. Or I want that part to control. Yeah, you have it. Once I become president, you can own it. That's exactly what Kolu is doing. And I told people, I said, he's not actually doing all of this because of money. You will be so naive, or probably a naive person, to believe that Kolu is doing it for anything like money. No. Just don't fall for them. Don't fall for tribal card. Don't fall for... See, if you want to follow all these guys, right? I remember on this platform, I have done my best all the time to remind you that when you look at those who are with the traditional political base in Nigeria, the criminal groups that you call political groups in Nigeria, when you look at those who are like around them, right? The reasons why all of us have remained in this stagnation and all of that, is, it's mostly because people who love start with that. People who love their own thieves differently. And when they love their thieves differently, they love them because of the religion or because of their tribe. I have told you, these guys don't believe in any of that. So if you look at Tinubu and you look at some criminals who are trying to play the tribal card or religious card, because they've got nothing to tell you about Tinubu or about APC, you shouldn't turn around and then you, in your own supposed enlightened mind, then turn around and say, well, Tinubu is a Yoruba man. That's what the Yorubas are doing now. That's why I don't like Yorubas. Baba, nobody asks you to like Yorubas. Listen, if you want to like people or you want to love people or what have you, it should be unconditional. But you don't have to lie to justify your bigotry. The reason why I don't like the Yorubas is look at them supporting Tinubu now. Look at, you know what I mean? You don't need to lie to hide your bigotry, okay? And you don't need to give conditions to say, I like those people. How I like Igbos. Or I love Yorubas. I mean, I love Hausas. Because, what the hell is because? Conditional like and all that. So that whenever the chance presents itself, you can use that blanket statement and say, meanwhile, some of you hypocrites, liars, hypocrite Nigerians, Igbos, Hausa, Fulani, and the rest of you, Nigerians properly, you are here on this same street. When the Tinubu Lagos Abobakus, they were calling all Yorubas that have publicly came out and rejected this calamity and APC. Some of them even put up enough to go and they openly started rooting for Peter Obi. As the APC have done so much, destruction to our whatever is called our what's it they call it? Hey, there's something they call our unique, no, not uniqueness. Abe Sidoff, you might want to stop spamming my program on YouTube, okay? I'm going to have to stop you. You won't be able to type anymore, okay? When you drop a message, there's no point in you copying it and reposting it 100 times. It's called spamming. It's not good. Type your message, leave them. Type another one, leave them. It's called engagement. When you begin to copy and paste, we don't see them once. Everybody don't see them. Why are you posting it like 100 times? Please, in case if you come back in, okay? Please, that's not how it's done. Right? So, don't play your tribal card when it's convenient for you. We are all here when they are calling Yorubas Omoali for rejecting this drug baron, this sick Kolu. How dare you then turn around and look at him and say, this is why Yorubas are show madini, show shirini. Why don't you just come straight and say, I'm a bigot, I am an Igbo bigot, I'm an Igbo man, and I'm a bigot. I don't like Yorubas. Just come clean, don't lie. Stop using Tinubu and all these criminals as your yardstick. Because educated Yorubas will never use all those rogues that you call Igbo leaders as a yardstick to judge the rest of the Igbos. A lot of us are even like spending a lot of time educating the gullibles that Nigeria have destroyed over time. That, listen, whatever they have told you about this and about that person, you should do your own research and never use a blanket statement. We are trying to educate people. You don't jump there and look at criminal politicians and look at Yorubas and say, hey, Yorubas are always like, about where are you? Where have you been living under the rock? That doesn't sell anymore. So it doesn't sound, it's no longer like, doesn't sound any kind of, nice anymore. It sounds stupid and bigotry. Do you get that? If you play into their hands, then you are not really that smart. You might think you are. Morgan, once again, let's go to, now he left them in Oka. After the Bala, Blue Bala nonsense there, straight to Calabar. And this one in Calabar is also a clip that belongs to Channels Television News. So tell them, please, in case if they begin to try to my content are for educational purposes only, okay? And these guys are making statements that my people should know. Sorry that I didn't have resources to send a reporter myself. But here we are. For the sake of this chat, tell them, I don't know, report my channel. Back to Uyo. What did he tell them in Uyo? That is where he told them that some people, they increased the dollar from 200 naira to $1 to 800 naira to $1. Who do you think he's referring to other than the Bokwari at APC? The chairman said he should stop talking down on them. He should stop condemning Buhari. He should stop condemning the government. But Tinubu will not listen, ladies and gentlemen, to the state of Olympopotic mesmeris, where Ayade is the governor. Now, let's go to Calabar in Cross River States after Oka today.
I have come I am here with their master, broom is their master. We believe in hygiene. We will sweep them away clean. Senate on call, sweep, sweep, sweep. House of Assembly, sweep, sweep, sweep. House of Rep, sweep, sweep, sweep. House of Senate, sweep, sweep, sweep. Governor, go, sweep, sweep, sweep. Now, I see what you don't call. Yes, President, go,
Sweep, 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 sweep.
and make it your own.
Yes.
Your own prosperity. Your own good luck.
Has come.
Your own opportunity.
Has come.
The hunger is gone.
Yes, sir. Pátápátá.
We will do mechanized farming.
Yes, sir.
We will export food from Akwa Ibom.
Deep simple.
We will build your deep sea port. I have completed the Lekki deep.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, Agbado, corn, in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption.
Calabar, Cross River, Calabar, APC. Let me first of all thank you immensely. I pray that God will give you the shower of blessing. Bless your family. Protect you. Give you prosperity. Give you joy. Keep you in good health. Defeat your enemy. You will defeat your enemy. You will defeat your enemy. God Almighty Allah, we give you abundant happiness and joy. Amen. Your children will grow better. They will be greater than all of us. Amen. They will be greater than all of us. Amen. Thank you. Since morning, you have been waiting to see and to hear what we're going to say. We are promise keepers. We mean what we say. When we took over, we say we are going to change Lagos. Today, Lagos is changed beautifully, functionally, and exceptionally rich. Agree or not agree? You want prosperity? Yeah. We brought our party before you. First of all, you did us younger. When you did us younger, we come back beg you, promised you. Then you say, Ayade, what do you think? Professor's eyes. He saw the oracle of prospects. He saw the oracle of prosperity. He saw it. He said, follow me. I'm going to cure your headache. I'm going to take you to APC. He brought you over. Ever since, we have not looked back. I want to say thank you to so many of you leaders, and particularly John Eno, for that respect, and the lady, Mary Ekpere.
Mary, show your face.
God bless you.
Thank you, Mary.
You will never regret
Amen.
the sacrifice you made. Your children will never regret
Amen.
the sacrifice you made. I thank all of you, and I promised you, here come prosperity. Here come jobs. You will get jobs. We will create jobs here. We will turn our water surrounding Atlantic City to better than Miami or Florida. Money will come in. You will enjoy it. You'll be happy. This state will become the wonder of tourism. A become money maker. Don't mind them. The lies of their 16 years. They cannot even provide electricity to roast barley. They cannot provide electricity to roast corn. They keep on lying. Electricity that is generated from your hydro dam is centralized. They swallow it. They say privatization. Privatization for Atiku pocket. We say that is the end of that. Don't let us Don't let them lie to you about change of currency. They are the cause. For 16 years, they privatize for their pocket, their families. They've never understand what inflation is all about. They never understand what money laundering is all about. They never understand keeping our currency in the dark corner of their room. To change and torture, move the exchange rate from 200 to 800. If they have repaired it, if they have arrested this, we won't be where we are today. We will be greater. They don't know the way. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to do. I say, follow me. Are you going to follow me?
Yes, Lord.
Are you going to vote for me?
Yes.
You're voting booth. You're voting booth. It's very, very close to your house. Any day you want.
Sorry, guys. Well, I mean, did you see Shetima's face, right? Were you guys looking at Shetima's face? Don't mind them. They are talking about change of naira. Now them cause they took the naira from 200 naira to 800 naira. They are selling everything to themselves. Abba, Kolu. Anyway, I told you, I warned you. Somebody said that you are going to be so rich if Kolu becomes the president of Nigeria because it's just going to be everyday comic relief. I know, it's going to be for 4 years. If the Mugus are Mugu enough, they make it 8. Sure you get. Maybe you can watch if I'm going to be richer then or not. But the last, what do you call it? The last 7 years of APC, Egbekegbe in Nigeria actually made me rich in Nigeria context. So I'm a very rich person in Nigeria context. Because as they are destroying Nigeria, destroying the economy and the rest of that. So if I take my money into the place, I'm a rich man, a millionaire, multi-millionaire in Nigeria naira. Not because I've done anything special, but just because APC, Egbekegbe destroyed Nigeria, destroyed our currency, destroyed our economy, destroyed our citizens, make them zombies. So another 80 years, why not? Maybe I'll probably just be like, God knows. But it's not good. Because that same year, should I say that same 7 years, millions of people lost everything. No joke. They lost their jobs, they lost their savings, they lost their homes, they lost their marriages. Some lost their families. Last 7 years of APC, Egbekegbe. So if it's all about money, then we'll probably be sounding like them too. Yeah, I'm going to be rich. But that's not the kind of riches that I don't think it will come. It will come, not because I ask for it or what have you. It's going to come naturally. But what cost? At what cost? When you have old men lying, demented the person, bragging and making promises to young people who are working hard, for those who are working hard to make ends meet, only for their, whatever they get as a reward from hard work, to have been devalued by 3/4 or I'm sorry, yeah, 4/4 of the entire value of whatever they are getting. So, me that will sit down here in the UK, 1,000 pounds sterling, which I can make very easily, 2,000 pounds sterling, which I make also very easily, right? They're just thousands here. But in Nigeria, 1,000 pounds will make me almost a millionaire.